19th, Special City Commission meeting to order. First, Pledge of Allegiance, please stand. Okay, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so we're discussing the pickup that was ordered. Received an email from Melissa. This is on the 14th. It says, you'll have a copy. I'm reaching out to let you know that unfortunately it is not looking like I will be able to get the Super Duty that you ordered. Ford has gone to an allegation-based ordering system for the 2023 model year. Super Duty's F-250 to F-550. I have attached the letter from Ford, but essentially they came up with a calculation that took into account the number of trucks they will be able to produce for the 2023 model year and the number of trucks every fleet account has ordered over the last 5 years, and then assign a number of units each account is approved to order. Unfortunately, Washburn was not given any allocation. I have added you to the waiting list. If any allegation, I will let you know right away. I'm sorry this happened. The issues that keep happening with the automotive industry have gotten to be so frustrating to deal with. Please let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else that I can do to help. So after receiving that, I did call her, and kind of talk to her about it. And it has to do with like everything, supply chain, workers, everything. And she said the whole automotive industry is just such a mess right now. Anyway, so I did talk to her, and she did say there was a couple of things that they had, and we have 2 quotes here. Okay, the last page you have, it's basically the original quote for the Ford. This actually is there was an updated quote after this without the gooseneck ball. So it was basically $46,000. That's the one we cannot get. That was 1 ton. So she did send me 2 quotes. There is a 1 ton with crew cab 8-foot box that should be here soon, but that's a diesel. I really don't want a diesel. And then they have this one is on stock. They have a 2023 2500 to 3/4 ton with crew cab 8-foot box. Pretty much everything we're looking for $45,373. So we need a pickup really bad, So I guess what I'm looking for is, do we want to just go ahead and see if we can get this 3/4 ton? That is a gas engine. What's everybody's thoughts on that? That I don't believe is the state bid price, because it's, the state bid was Ford's.
Yeah.
But still, this, I did try and look up some local dealers, and this is like 10 grand less than what they were selling a
That's what I
company.
found too, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, Jamie, you suggested a 1 ton. There's not a whole lot of weight difference, gross vehicle weight-wise, and rear axle has same rear end, just different springs. And this one, for what we're going to pull with that gooseneck, would be the most. I guess I feel this would handle what we want to do.
And that's that
GMC
GMC
2500, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the diesel's really, I think driving around town with a diesel would
Right.
be a bad deal. But
I guess I'm just wondering if you're okay with going, because you had suggested the 1 ton, which would have been nice, but going down to 3/4
if you
ton.
had a choice, yeah. I'm fine with that.
Larry and I were gonna, if we guys wanna go ahead and go with this, we were going to give them a call and get some more, because, we went on the internet to try to look up these codes Whereas before, when we did the Ford, I actually called the Ford salesman I know, and he could pick it right off of his regular Ford site that he orders off of it and tell me exact. So we just wanna do some double checking to make sure that we're, you know, that our research is correct with her as far as the options go, so.
I guess what we're looking for is permission to go ahead with this, and then we would, you
Yeah.
know, and make the final decision if we actually
Right.
vote it or not.
Sure.
What were you gonna say? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine, 'cause we need the fifth wheel or whatever, does this one have the fifth wheel, or do we need a
We-
fifth wheel, or how?
Yeah,
does it work?
well, we bought that trailer.
Right.
Our plan was to go down to the welding place and.
What we were doing is gonna go down to Glenn's Welding and put a B&W hitch in it, because there's been, with the factory hitches, the way the hideaway hitches they're made, there's been some issues. They're not as good of a hitch, and we can buy one down there for basically the same price or a little bit less, you know, which is
Yeah.
you're familiar with the B&W hideaway hitches?
Yep, I got it.
Yeah,
On this?
so we would have it installed onto there, it's like
Oh, okay.
$1,200, yeah.
Oh, okay,
So that's why it's not included in this, so.
gotcha. That makes sense.
I see the trucks now kind of went to ladder racks. I mean, wouldn't this truck kind of have that same ladder rack to haul that stuff?
We can definitely put one on, yeah, absolutely.
Dumb question on that gooseneck trailer. What's it gonna get used for, or what's the?
Well, basically, a lot of it's gonna be hauling the skid steer around and then like tree branches and stuff like that. You
Now
know,
they're using the dump truck to haul the tree branches and that type of thing.
that, and then if you just need like a bucket of dirt or sand or whatever, you know, somewhere, you know, something like that.
Dumb question, but is that payloader leased or owned, or?
It's owned.
I was just throwing it out there, just a thought. I mean, what's a grapple cost for that payloader? 'Cause that, probably a bucket full of, with a grapple, probably haul with that. I mean, I have that same trailer down, and, it's not exactly the funnest thing to load a skid steer in and out of. I guess personal experience, but.
Well, I know Colin, he hauled his skid steer around in it, it's fine, so.
If you're gonna do it at a professional level, it's not something you're gonna wanna try to do every day, but,
Yeah.
so I'm just kinda wondering, I mean, with the setup of the trucks, it seemed like they went to ladder racks, and then you go with the gooseneck, how's that gonna,
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
'cause you'd have to take the ladder rack off.
yeah, so.
I see where you're going with that, yeah. Well, we don't necessarily have to have a you know, the thing is, we put those racks on because we have the shorter beds. Well, this is gonna be the longer bed, which is gonna help, I think, you know, but.
And I don't know how much outside of the wrenches for, shutting off the water where the racks are used that much.
Well, they used to haul a ladder, and then also, you know, if they gotta haul a piece of pipe somewhere, you know, and stuff. Rather than have it sticking out the back and somebody takes one in the eye, you know,
Right.
so.
Yeah.
But we've still gotta pick up with a ladder rack.
That's true.
Two of them.
And I've seen those guys, I mean, we got that top kick, and that's got a flatbed on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing it out there, a tilt bed behind that would get them around town quite quicker. I mean, 'cause then you could put you know, when you watch them, when they did the blacktop repair this fall, you know, they were, say, taking what did they have, a bucket and something else, where, you know, you could put something up on that, flatbed.
Right.
And then basically, those tilt beds are quite a bit faster to utilize than that.
Well, we already bought the trailers, so, I mean, we already have that, so.
Could be sold though, I mean.
Could be, yeah. Well, I think that's something to consider, you know,
But I don't know, you know, it looked like we're going with a good path of a ladder rack to have them more functional, so I don't know how that's gonna play in.
I guess we just have to see, you know, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to look into, I guess.
But it doesn't determine whether we should buy a pickup or not, right?
Right, I'm just talking about the fifth wheel part of it, bringing that part up, because then switching from a gooseneck, and then if we're doing ladder racks and how we're gonna outfit it, I guess is where I'm going.
Yeah.
It doesn't you know, if we need to order a pickup, but I'm just saying outfitting it, you know, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I definitely think it's something we can look into,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, 'cause
absolutely.
the pickup will come without one.
Yeah, it comes without it, yeah, right, exactly, so.
Cause I think that fifth wheel, that'd be a separate meeting where we'd approve that, or would that need something that? needs to
Yeah,
be
that would
approved?
be, we'd have to get more figures on
So we
different
can figure
things, so
that
yeah.
sort of stuff
Yeah.
out, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is basically just, you know,
Just to get it-
getting to go ahead with this.
So and this is a silly question, so this is super cab 8 foot, this is crew cab 8 foot, which is extremely long pickup. Do we have the garage space, like, has that been considered? Cause I know people have made that mistake with ambulances in the past, that, not us here, but
Right.
they've built hospitals and not measured the garage, and
I,
they park the ambulance
I think
outside.
there's space.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, I don't see an issue with that.
I'm just double checking, cause it's a really long pickup, but,
Right.
yeah.
One thing
which is
about
awesome.
that, I was gonna order a pickup, and from the crew cabs now, you can't really get the extended cab like my pickup, and they're still like, even the extended cabs are still extended longer towards not much inch difference between a crew cab and an extended cab anymore.
Oh, okay,
I guess I
sure.
found that out, but,
Nice.
um,
And that was just my one thought from the old code
Right,
to this one,
right.
so. Okay, cool.
and this has what motor in it? Obviously it's a gas, but there's,
It's the, six.
Probably a 6.2.
Yeah, 6.2. Yeah. And then and that's one of the things we're gonna make sure of, and then, you know, it should have the 6-speed transmission, which we wanna double check on that. I mean, we're obviously not getting the 8-speed transmission.
That'd be manual then?
No, it's
No, it's
automatic.
automatic.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
yeah, I don't think they came out with an 8-speed yet in the Chevy. I think they were still 6-speed.
Wow.
In the 3/4 ton?
Well, I got a quote on one ton, but they're dang near the same thing. But when I was looking to order one for myself, they didn't come out, GMC or Chevy didn't have the 8-speed or 10-speed like the Ford did. But,
That's a good thing,
so,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
unless you just order an extra tranny to have on hand. There's been troubles, let's put it that way.
The 8-speed, yeah. So anyway, that's what this meeting's about.
Yeah.
So I guess what we're looking for is a motion to proceed, and then Larry, and that's kind of what we did before, is that Larry and I spec'd it out to make sure that it was in order what we wanted.
Mhm.
If it's okay with you guys, we're just looking for permission for that.
Sure. Yeah, I guess, I'd make a motion to approve seeking after this truck here, or a truck similar to it.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll second it.
okay, further discussion? Tim?
Yep.
yep.
Yes.
Yes. Also, I would like to, stay on the waiting list for this other one, just to see, you know, and then, I mean, if something comes up, we can discuss that then. I mean, why get off the list? It doesn't make sense, you know? I mean, 'cause the thing is, our pickups are old, you know, we really need to be upgrading a little more than we do, so.
We don't, yeah, we can stay on the list, we don't know whether the price is gonna be guaranteed though.
Right.
So, the guy can make it, you can always stay on the list and make a decision later.
Yeah, we just-
Doesn't mean you have to buy it, so.
You have to put like I know, like you have to put down a $500 deposit when I was gonna go order one. Do these guys make you put a deposit down or anything? So to stay on the list doesn't cost anything?
That's the thing, no,
And I know company have to take it either way, if they show up.
right, yeah. That was from the state bid, you know, this, GM is obviously not in the state, because they're the state bid with Ford, so. But, you know, the thing is, it's hard to get good pickups anywhere, I mean, they're in huge demand, so, okay.
And these is delivered too, right?
Well, yeah, see, I'm not sure if this one's delivered, that's the
Oh,
thing
that
we
was
need
the
to
state
ask.
bid one that was
The
delivered.
state bid one was delivered, so.
Yeah.
It's in Fergus Falls, so it's not that far away, but. Okay, all righty, well, that's all we have on the agenda, so, with that, we will adjourn the meeting. Thank you.